Alright, well look at these fig cuttings. I've got a bunch of cuttings here. They're doing really well. What I'm doing now, at this point, is these fig cuttings have lots of growth on them, you can see. Now if I just take this humidity cap off, they will not do well. In fact, you can see here, I pushed this one a little far by putting more holes in the top and along the bottom here to acclimatize these cuttings to the ambient humidity, which fluctuates wildly around here. Right now it's about 50%. But look what happened to those leaves in there when I tried to, I put too many holes in there too quick. Now, there's growth here and those will grow back, so I'm not concerned about it. But all these lush plants, I need to bring them, all of these cuttings, I need to bring out to about, I need to ease them into the atmosphere, ease them into the ambient humidity. Now, I don't know if you can see on this Flanders fig, I have put holes around the humidity cap, the humidity dome, and I think I did too many for this fig's liking, because you can see in there there's some leaves that have dried up and basically protested. But the fact is, whether these leaves dry up or not, this plant is growing, shoots are coming out, and as I gradually introduce this plant to ambient humidity by putting more holes in the dome with my soldering iron, this plant will make adjustments and will be ready to come out into the ambient environment probably in a week or so. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to put some more holes in here, and this plant should adjust nicely. Now, one thing you want to do is try to treat these things like you're hardening them off. You want to go gradual. What I do is I put additional holes in the humidity dome maybe every third day, every 2 or 3 days, and that helps this thing to come up, helps it to harden it off a bit to ambient humidity. But, I mean, think about it. This plant has been living in high humidity for a long time with only a few holes in this dome. It started out with this one hole in the center, then I put 4 holes in the top, and over the several days I've added more holes every 2 or 3 days. And I've gone a little fast for this plant, not so bad for some of the others, but that's how you do it. You harden them off to humidity, then I'll harden them off to sunlight, and then we'll be on the way to having some full fig trees. Now here's the deal about these cuttings, is I use the humidity dome because that promotes the growth of the cutting. And I've had a very good success rate, as you can see. I have lost some of the ones I lost. My Italian blacks, I've probably lost all of them, but it was only that variety, which tells me that that variety of cutting, the cuttings were probably not optimal. All the other cuttings though, I'm getting good results like these. And as I ease them out of their humidity domes, I anticipate in about a week I'll have them all in the ambient humidity and growing vigorously. There's a lot of root growth here too. Let me show you. So I want you to take a look at this. Check this out. Look at that root system. Can you see it? It's already nearly growing out of the cup. I mean, there's roots growing out of the cup right now on one side. This is a vigorous plant. This is what I'm after. This plant is probably ready to be transplanted, but I'm going to ease it into the humidity by giving it a bunch of perforations here. This plant did not respond well to humidity adjustments early on. If you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's some dried up leaves in there, and the fringes of some of these older leaves are stunted and they look like they've been burned. That's quite alright because the plant is growing vigorously and it is now an established plant. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put a bunch of holes in here because it's almost ready and I need this one to go into a pot soon, so I'm going to put a lot of holes in the humidity dome and we're going to be ready to put this one in the ground soon. Do watch your fingers with hot plastic. There are some little flies in here. I've been keeping these outdoors. They receive filtered sunlight on my front porch, and it's going to be easy to harden these off to the light because they've been doing really well. But being outdoors means they've collected some insects as well along the way. So this is a Ronde de Bordeaux. This was put in this pot on the 20th of last month. It is the 16th of this month, maybe 7th. What is today? The 16th? And man, look at that. That is crazy. This has been actually my most successful variety, this Ronde de Bordeaux. It has been it's just taken off like crazy, and I'm really happy about that. So that's a little update on my fig cuttings. I'm going to have a whole lot of varieties and a whole lot of plants, and I'm learning. Hope you like it. Thanks for enjoying Black Gumbo Southern Gardening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.